This video will walk you through the assembly of your Murf electric bike. Tools you'll need: scissors or snips, 5mm Allen wrench, 6mm Allen wrench, 15mm wrench, 10mm wrench, and a 36mm wrench. It's helpful to have two 15mm wrenches. Start by cutting the straps that secure the package with your snips or scissors. Open the box and be cautious of the staples that were holding it together. They are sharp and they can easily cut you. Start by removing the seat and set it aside. Then remove the keys that are attached to the battery with zip tie. Insert the keys into the battery. Push in and to the left, and then you'll be able to pull the battery out of the bike. Next, remove the accessory box and go ahead and open that up. You can remove all the accessories and set them to the side. Now's a good time to start charging your battery. So go ahead and plug one end into the charger and one end into the battery, then plug that into the wall, and you should see a red light come on indicating that the battery is charging. Next, cut the 3 zip ties that are securing the front wheel to the bike, and then you can pull the front wheel out. Next, remove the bike and carefully set it on the ground, making sure that it won't fall over. Remove all the zip ties and packaging that is there to protect the bike during shipping. Carefully insert the stem of the handlebars into the bike frame, making sure that the cables are not tangled or wrapped too tightly in any direction. Next, you're going to loosen the front bolts on the wheels, or the nuts. Don't take them all the way off, just loosen them towards the ends. Pull both washers towards the end, and then you're going to insert the front wheel onto the frame by pushing the frame down onto the wheel. Make sure that all the washers are on the outside. The 2 washers that have tabs go up and they insert into the small holes on the fork. Hand tighten both of the nuts, and then use your 15mm wrench to tighten both sides. You may be able to hold one side with your hand while you tighten it snug. If not, you're going to need to use 2 15mm wrenches. Tighten both sides securely. Next, adjust the stem to the desired height and use your 6mm Allen wrench to tighten the stem so that it won't move side to side. Make sure it's aligned with your front wheel. Next, use your 5mm Allen wrench to slightly loosen these 2 bolts. Adjust your handlebars to the desired height. And then very carefully tighten both of these nuts, alternating top to bottom and making sure that the gap between both pieces remains the same on the top and the bottom. This is very important, as tightening one side too much can strip the threads inside. Check that the handlebars are secure by pushing down slightly, ensuring that they won't move. Cut the zip tie that is securing the cables and use the included spiral wrap to neatly wrap the cables together. The long piece of wrap is going to start on the left side and go all the way down to the frame of the bike. The shorter piece goes from the control screen to where the cables meet with the longer piece. In this picture, you can see how that's supposed to look. Next, attach the front headlight. Use a 10mm wrench and a 5mm Allen to do this. Once it's slightly tight, you can tilt the light to its upward position and it should stay, and then you can tighten it the rest of the way. Plug the lead for the light into the bottom of the light, ensuring that it's being plugged in the correct orientation. Your pedals have a right and a left pedal. You can see which is which by a letter L or R on the bottom of the pedal. Your right pedal, if you're facing forward, tightens clockwise. Use your 15mm wrench to tighten this. Your left pedal, if facing forward, tightens counterclockwise. Use your 36mm wrench to ensure that the bolts on the stem are snug. Don't over tighten these as it will hinder your turning ability. Slide the battery onto the rail. Gently push it down, and then turn the key to the right to engage the locking mechanism. Use a bike pump to pump your tires up to the proper inflation. For skinny tire Murfs, that would be 40 psi. For fat tire Murfs, that would be 20 psi. Your Murf is now ready to ride.